Have you ever wondered why such a common ingredient can give you more energy than a long nap? Or why something so small can support your digestion better than many modern remedies? And what would happen if that same ingredient also helped your circulation work more smoothly? Would it surprise you to know that entire generations have used it, and that modern science continues to confirm its benefits? The funny thing is that, even if you've forgotten it in a jar in your kitchen, this little ally has always been there. I'm talking about clove, that aromatic little bud that has been used for centuries in Latin America and that, according to institutions like the American Botanical Council, is full of active compounds capable of supporting the body in very interesting ways. Its main star is eugenol, a natural antioxidant that acts like a shield against what we call free radicals. In more everyday words, eugenol helps keep those mischievous molecules in check, molecules that accelerate the wear and tear of your cells when you're exposed to constant stress, poor eating habits, or an unhealthy lifestyle. When those harmful molecules build up, your body feels it, your skin loses its usual glow, your joints feel stiffer, your energy seems to deflate, and even your comfort in close relationships can be affected. That's why it's worth taking a moment to ask yourself, does aging really mean accepting that everything goes downhill? In reality, aging usually means learning to take care of yourself more strategically, choosing what truly supports your well-being. That's where clove comes in, like that quiet friend who doesn't make noise but makes a real difference. Many people tell me they don't have time or money for expensive supplements, and I love reminding them that sometimes what works is as close as the spice aisle at the grocery store, the local market, or even a shelf you haven't checked in years. You don't need to spend much to start supporting your overall well-being. Of course, it's not enough to chew a clove while drinking soda every day, eating fried snacks non-stop, or going through sleepless nights. Well-being is a balance, and each of us is responsible for building it little by little. But that simple habit, chewing 1 or 2 cloves a day, can be a gentle reminder that you're making more conscious choices. It's like telling your body, I'm here, I want to take care of your energy, I want us to work better together. And since we're talking about choices, eating in a more balanced way also helps these benefits become more noticeable. Imagine starting your day with a bowl of oatmeal with fruit, a plate of grilled chicken with vegetables, or a classic homemade chili prepared with fresh ingredients. Familiar, simple, comforting meals that pair well with small habits like this. In the end, the power of clove isn't that it's magical, it's that it reminds you how small, consistent, well-chosen actions can change much more than we think. It's not about chasing complicated solutions, but about trusting what you do every day. That's exactly where your transformation begins, in the ordinary, in what you choose for yourself, in what builds you from the inside out. Sometimes we don't realize that daily attitude, that choice to take care of yourself just a little more, makes the difference between someone who reaches 50 dealing with multiple health challenges and someone who enters that stage with energy, mental clarity, and the sense that their male well-being is on the right track. And that's why I want you to stay with me, because in this video I want to show you how one simple gesture can support your digestion, your natural circulation, your glucose management, your oral wellness, and most importantly, your overall quality of life. When people pass 40, it's common to hear phrases like, I don't have the same energy anymore, my digestion gives me trouble, or I feel like my body doesn't circulate the way it used to. Even though these comments sound normal, almost no one considers that such a tiny spice like clove can make a real difference. But it's worth taking a closer look. Eugenol, that natural compound inside this aromatic little bud, isn't just known for soothing dental discomfort, it can also be a great ally for your digestive system. When you chew a clove or use it in a tea, your body responds by producing more digestive juices, which helps you process heavier meals, especially those weekend favorites many of us enjoy, like late-night al pastor tacos or a warm bowl of pozole. That better digestion helps prevent discomforts like bloating, gas, or heaviness. And when your stomach feels at peace, your energy lifts and your mood feels lighter. I always say the digestive system works like the root of a tree. If the root is strong, everything else feels stronger. Another key point is the body's natural circulation. Clove contains compounds that help internal flow stay steady, which can be useful for reducing risks related to obstruction formation and supporting heart health. And here's an important fact: in the United States, according to organizations like the American Heart Association, heart issues remain one of the leading causes of illness in men. That's why taking care of circulation isn't a luxury, it's a daily necessity. When your body maintains a good circulatory rhythm, it also reflects in your overall male well-being. Many people who visit a doctor thinking they have an emotional issue are actually experiencing signs that their circulatory system needs attention. So when a food supports natural flow throughout the body, it also strengthens your confidence and sense of balance. And even though it's not talked about much, clove also plays a role in glucose management. That stability helps keep your energy more even throughout the day, without those ups and downs that leave you worn out halfway through the afternoon. Several studies have found that the compounds in clove can help your body respond better to insulin, which basically means it uses the sugar circulating in your system more efficiently. For a country like the United States, where glucose problems are so common, this information is like discovering a small treasure hidden in your kitchen. Imagine that the simple habit of chewing a couple of cloves a day, combined with more conscious eating and regular walks, could help reduce risks that affect millions of people. We're not talking about magical solutions, but about adding small actions that, together, can change the story of your health. If you've ever been asked to watch your glucose levels in clinics or health systems, this spice can become a natural complement to those recommendations. Of course, it's always important to let your doctor know what you're using. The real key is prevention, balance, and never replacing professional medical guidance. I want you to think about something that happens very often. Many people carry small discomforts they choose to ignore, from gum irritation to a bit of stiffness in the joints. Those details that seem minor can turn into a real problem if they're not addressed in time. This is where clove appears again as a good ally, because its soothing properties can help reduce muscle tension, joint discomfort, and even those mild aches that show up after a long, demanding day. Obviously, it doesn't replace any medical treatment, but it can give you that bit of relief that makes your daily activities feel more manageable. And we can't forget its role in oral wellness. Many grandmothers in small towns had the habit of chewing a clove when they felt discomfort in a tooth, and it turns out they were using a remedy with scientific support. Eugenol works as a calming and antimicrobial agent. In a country where people often wait until the last moment to visit the dentist, this home support can be useful as a temporary aid, just enough to give you a calmer night while you seek professional care. Now I want to stop for a moment on something that affects us more than we think: personal confidence. When someone feels bloated, tired, with slow digestion or poor circulation, their mood drops and so does their sense of security. Everything feels different when the body is not working in harmony. That's why, when clove helps circulation stay more stable, your energy starts to feel more even, your mind clears up, and you regain that sense of being in control of your well-being.